Alright, so welcome to FIPS 2014.
Thank you.
If you could start by introducing yourself just for the record.
My name is Rama. I'm formerly the managing director of the State Cooperative Bank. Post my retirement, I joined VSoft Technology as a senior advisor. Here in VSoft Technologies, we have devised a solution for the problem relating to enabling a RuPay card in the primary agricultural credit societies. As you know, over 50% of the farmers, the Kisan credit cards are with the primary credit societies, which are in the rural areas. Now, the bank is not a banking entity as such, and as such cannot be onboarded on the payments and banking system. So, RuPay enabling the bank involves certain regulatory challenges, apart from a lot of domain-related issues which have to be addressed, the crop seasons, the due dates, the way in which the cooperatives actually work. Quite cooperatives. In fact, the Kisan credit card is based on the crop loan manual of the Reserve Bank of India, which essentially maps the methodology of providing agricultural credit to the farmers. And therefore, in view of the issue relating to the regulatory handshake that you have to provide between the CBS of the District Cooperative Bank and the primary credit society, we have devised a solution which actually addresses this problem. And we are showcasing that in this.
Alright. Now, there is a concerted push on behalf of the central government talking about financial inclusion. They're talking about taking it to the next level to direct benefit transfers. Now, what are the challenge areas? You are a technology person. You've seen the government front also.
Yes.
What are the challenge areas that you see that need to be immediately identified and checked?
Well, actually, from my perspective, as I've already identified, you know that the cooperatives are more than 100 years old in this country, and they were the earliest entrants into the space of rural credit, rural financial inclusion. And it is after State Bank of India came into the picture and post-bank nationalization that the entire banking scenario moved towards supporting the rural financial inclusion. But I would say that enabling the cooperatives into the technology platforms that are currently available would be a major thrust, and it would be a game changer for the entire farmer. And almost, I would say, 80% of the small and micro farmers are serviced by cooperatives. And that is an area where, and then because of this gap that is there in servicing the farmers through the cooperatives, I think the problems are more compounded.
So you see technology acting as a
bridging
this gap. Correct. But our cooperatives, you work with cooperatives. When you travel to the boondocks of the country, do you think these cooperatives are open to such technological solutions?
Absolutely. Because right now, in the last 3-4 years, also with the active intervention of NABARD, all the cooperative banks, even the cooperative banks were in a manual mode till about 3 years back. I'm not talking about the state cooperative banks and those which are the cities and all that. I'm talking about the district cooperative central banks and even primary credit societies. They were all in a manual mode till recently. In fact, even today the banks, majority of the banks, there are 90,000 primary credit societies in the country which are active, which actually interact with farmers. They are in a manual, majority of them, most of them are in a manual mode. So, unless technology is brought down to that level, it would be very difficult to include the people who are in the rural areas.
Got it. Now, can you tell us about how your company and how you fit into this entire model of financial inclusion?
See, basically the NPCI has enabled the RuPay card, and the Jan Dhan Yojana is also actually the main focus is to issue a RuPay card which is interoperable at any ATM of any bank. Now, see, the systems that are in vogue at the primary societies, because they are more than 100 years old and the institutions are age old, they have their rigidities, etc. So if you allow bring a transparent mode of credit dispersal and transparent mode of repayment culture, etc., then it would really enable the farmer and it will improve the production and productivity of the rural of the agriculture. The reason why I'm saying this is that right now what happens, the farmer has to go to the primary credit society. The society will have to actually, authorize the payment. Then he has to go and collect the money at the district corporate central bank through a check. Now this is, a very cumbersome kind of a situation. Now, if you have a POS machine or a micro ATM at the primary grade society, and the farmer simply swipes that there, he will be able to dispense these Kisan credit, the loan under the crop loans that he gets. And these are all refinanced from NABARD actually. The crop loans are refinanced by NABARD, but the actual flow happens with the state cooperative bank, district cooperative banks, and the primary credit societies. 3 tiers institutions are involved, what is called the cooperative structure, are involved in dispersing credit. And more than 50% of the farmers are with this system in this country. So therefore, enablement there through this RuPay card, which the Prime Minister has given such a big thrust to, in fact, he has given thrust to financial inclusion. But I would say financial inclusion is not just getting an account open, but also making him have access to credit and also, easy access to his loan without any hassles, etc. And we enable this. The other members of banks and other people in the village will also come into the fold, and greater financial inclusion is constant. You know that cooperatives have been at one point in time before nationalization, about 60 to 70% of credit was by cooperatives. So that situation can come back in a big way if we.
If we look at cooperatives, another thing that has gone wrong has been with corruption. There has been a lot of corruption. It has been prone to a lot of scams. There is, at least we can comfortably say that the benefits that would have reached the direct beneficiaries has not. Now, when you introduce systems like these, the question of financial literacy among those beneficiaries comes into place. So, how vital do you think that is?
Yeah, the financial literacy is very important. But for your question about corruption, while I wouldn't say that it is anything much more in cooperatives as compared to other places, why I would say that.
No, perhaps the impact is more because the beneficiary needs it. The needs of the beneficiary
exactly.
are more.
You're right. But if you make the system of disbursal transparent through a RuPay card, then the whole thing becomes corruption-free or hassle-free or whatever way you like to put that. So this is a great game changer actually, particularly for the cooperatives. In fact, what I would say is a bigger game changer for cooperatives than for even the commercial institutions that you're talking about. That is one thing. And the second question you were asking is about financial literacy. I've heard discussions in seminar relating to, without criticism, see the business correspondence now. There are people going from somewhere and giving. So there's no confidence for a rural person. This pack has been there for nearly 100 years, at least most of them have been there for 100 years. So they identify with that. Yes, there are problems, and therefore the farmers have issues with that. But if you remove those problems and you bring in transparency, then there's going to be a big change.
So you see the trust growing with cooperatives,
yes,
more with schemes like
this. Schemes like this. And financial literacy, NABARD has come out with very good programs. They have given their funding, audiovisual vans equipped with ATM so that they can be propagated to the rural people. Then NABARD has come out with schemes of funding the POS machines which are to be set up in banks and the DCCBs. It has come out with schemes of enabling all this RuPay card. It's come out with a lot of financial assistance to the cooperatives for enabling all this.
Thank you very much for